Hey guys, it's Buddha Gem, and I was thinking a little bit about our superior culture. Yeah. It's what Q Tronman, fellow YouTube user Q Tronman, had used to justify the genocide of the Native Americans. It's interesting. I mean, to think that you could quantify such an abstract, nebulous concept. But today I was at work and listening to my iPod, rocking out. But I've got these weird things on there like speeches and different things. And one of my favorite feminists and civil rights pioneer, Fannie Lou Hamer, comes onto my iPod and just boils down the superior nature of our culture. Really the greatness of it. Well, instead of telling you about it, I'm going to let Fannie do it. You can hear her talk about her experiences here in this great and wondrous culture of ours. It's really awesome. So without further ado, Fannie Lou Hamer.
And then 3 white men came to my cell, and one of them was a state highway patrolman because he was wearing a little silver plate across his pocket that said John L. Bassinger. And he asked me where I was from, and I told him I was from Rouville. And he said, I'm going to check that. And he went out, and I guess he called Rouville. And they didn't like me in Rouville because I worked with voter registration there. And when he came back, he said, you damn right. He said, you're from Rouville, all right. And we going to make you wish you was dead. And they led me out of that cell into another cell. And he gave a Negro prisoner a blackjack. And he ordered me to lay down on a bunk bed. And a Negro prisoner said, do you want me to beat her with this, sir? And he said, you're damn right, because if you don't, you know what I'll do for you. And I laid down on the bunk like he ordered me to do. And the first Negro beat me. He beat me until he was exhausted. And after he beat, the state highway patrolman ordered the second Negro to take the blackjack. And during the time he was beating, I began to work my feet because that was a horrible experience. And the state highway patrolman ordered the first Negro that had beat to sit on my feet while the second one beat. And I just began to scream where I couldn't control it. And then the white man got up and began to beat me in my head. I have a blood clot now in the artery to the left eye and a permanent kidney injury on the right side from that beating. These are the things that we go through in the state of Mississippi, just trying to be treated like a human being.
It'd be great if the beating of Fannie Lou Hamer and the other civil rights workers that were with her was an aberration. But it wasn't. It'd be even greater if the beating of Fannie Lou Hamer represented the lowest depths of our culture. But it doesn't. While Fannie Lou Hamer and other civil rights activists were being beaten around the country and jailed and sometimes murdered, we were in the process of murdering 3 million people in Indochina. You could pick any time period in our history. Murders, rapes, killings. And someone like Q Tronman will say, you just hate yourself. You hate your culture. You just hate. No. I think that we have amazing things about our culture. Really awesome things. As weird as this might sound, our rugged individualism, that pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality is pretty fucking cool. The ingenuity, the innovation, the creativity that we see in our culture. The problem I have isn't, I don't look at our culture as, negative 10 on a 0 to 10 scale. our culture's a mixed bag. It's got some really wonderful, crazy, good things. It's got some pretty horrible, awful things. You know, how do you quantify those? How do you put a number on it? I don't know. I take the good with the bad. And as an activist, it's the bad I try to root out. You know, what leads us to employ police officers that go and beat women because they have this crazy idea that they want to participate in our democratic process? You know, the activist doesn't point out these things because he hates or she hates our culture. It's like the house. You know, we live in this nice, beautiful house, but the roof's leaking. When I point out that the roof's leaking doesn't mean I hate the house. It's just like, that's a problem we should probably fix. That's what an activist does. That's what Fannie Lou Hamer was doing. So, is our culture bad? Is it good? Our culture is what it is. And it's silly to try to justify past crimes by somehow this ridiculous notion that we are superior. Those are my 2 cents. I just wanted to play that clip of Fannie Lou Hamer. I hope you guys enjoyed it.